which players should not be making it to the AFCON, and which players do you think should be on our radar to beef up our team? I'll ask Coach the same question.
Well, it's a very difficult question to be put on the spot. I think that, contrary to popular belief, I feel Andre Ayew has to be in the team.
Yep.
I think there's a leadership gap in the team, and teams suffer when there's not that strong presence in the background, not even on the pitch, in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Who can say, when things aren't going well, everyone calm down, listen to the coach, do this, and it will go well. I feel Andre has to be in the team. Barbara Man should not be starting.
Okay.
I know he is playing really well for PAOK, and he's playing really well for them. And that Gideon Mensah is probably in the second division or in the French league. But we know clearly who the better left back is. Gideon Mensah should be starting at left back. Yes, and there's Nyama. He's played his way into a starting place in the team.
I think he's earned a right to start.
I think he's earned a right to start. I know a lot of people will say, oh, he's a super sub, let him come on and explode against defenders. But we need to impose ourselves right from the start. We can't have our players trying to get back into games, be a goal down and trying to get back into it. In defense, I think it's in defense that we need to make a couple of changes. Daniel Amate, I know he didn't play in this round, but he might have played his course with the national team. I don't think he's at that level where he should be starting for the national team. And there are defenders above him. I know Salisu is injured, but he gets into the team when he is fit. It's beside him that we need to sort out. Whether it's Joseph Edu or Alexander Jiku, try and play that pairing together for a consistent number of games. Centre backs rely on telepathy between them. If they don't have that chemistry, that connection, you are going to see a lot of mistakes. One goes, one stays, they don't know how to play together, and then it leads to a lot of goals being conceded. Apart from that, I think our scouting needs to be better. I'm sure there are a lot of players all around the pitch, all around the Europe, all around other continents who are quality enough to play for the Black Stars. If we just push a little bit, ensure that, give them assurances that if they play consistently, if they play very well for their teams, they will be a key part of the national team going forward. That is all they need. That's all the assurance they need. They need to know that our eyes are on you, and if you keep playing how good you are, you will be part of the team. I'm sure they will be willing to play for the national team.
Coach?
I have a dissenting view on Andre.
Okay.
I think the time has come
to move him on.
As a country, we need to look beyond him. I completely disagree with people saying this should be his last AFCON. I think, look, he's been around for 17 years. First and foremost, he should get a team.
Okay.
If he doesn't get a team to play, he comes nowhere closer to this team. People like me, I'll be questioning Chris Hughton and Masawu Didi Dramani, Mr. Boateng, if Andre is clubless, like he is.
And he goes to the AFCON.
And he goes to the AFCON. That should never happen. And even when he gets a team, the captain of the Black Stars cannot be playing 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15, at club level, and come and command a regular position in this team. I've seen this team play without him. I disagree with Edwin where he says with that Andre there's leadership problem. I don't think so. Because I think that this team, rather in his absence, there's proper leadership and direction.
You're not worried about Kudus, and it's a young core for most parts.
Let me tell you something. These guys rather are liberated in his absence. That is what I have.
Maybe on the pitch, but don't you think that we've had discipline issues in the past?
It's about what happened on the pitch.
That's what happens off the pitch, not affect what happens on the pitch.
I don't think there has been anything indiscipline off the pitch with the current crop of Black Stars players. I've not heard anything.
Fair.
So I'm concerned by what happened. I think in his absence, the boys are liberated.
Fair.
The Newman, the Kudus, they are rather liberated to express themselves. Nobody will be running to them, giving the ball, let me shoot. No. We've gone past that stage. I am saying that the time has come.
Yeah.
The young man, he served Ghana very, very well.
Yeah.
I think 17 years of quality service needs to be rewarded in a certain way. Not to say he should be in the AFCON at all costs. Look, if you ask the players that I think, you see, we are attempting to put an end to a 42-year wait. Every excellent, good Ghanaian player out there should be brought. So I'm looking at Chris Hughton going back and speaking to some of our players who have said they won't play for our team again. The likes of Jeffrey Schlupp should be spoken to. Look, Alfred Duncan, 2 weeks ago, he was not only assisting, but he was scoring.
Does Duncan still want to play for Ghana?
That's what I'm saying. You need to go and talk to him.
Fair.
Give it a time. We know there are issues with the people at the FA, but the FA, they don't own our Black Stars.
Fair.
They have
If you want to
favoring
win, you
their
must do hard things.
You must do hard things. I don't know how well Bernard Mensah is playing. Bring every good Ghanaian player into
the
this
fold.
team. Because the team is such that if we can get, look, Alfred Duncan is an experienced player.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Schlupp, very experienced. Because we will need players of that level of experience who are playing.
They see the Marazes,
Not
they see the
players
top level.
who have experience and don't have a clock that we should take to the AFCON. We should stop that.
Fair.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm happy Richard Ofori is back because it is one department that needs to be what? Keenly contested.
Yeah.
Everybody knows my stand. Lawrence Ati is my boy. But I know what brings the best out of the young man. When there's a healthy competition, that is when he's challenged to do better.
Yeah.
So I'm happy Richard Ofori is back. So fine.
Yeah.
Barbara, man, if we can. If I don't know why we are not looking beyond having another left back after Gideon, because it's looking like Gideon Mensah.
We've done Patrick Bozo, and he was dropped for this particular two-game stretch we have.
Well, we should have looked at him. What is he doing now? Okay, some of us are going to cast our net wider because we want to see. You see, if you like we saw in the World Cup when they were told that Gideon was sick, which eventually ended up not to be true. Baba will step in, and the problem will recur, and then we are in for big trouble.
When we had Kwesi Appiah, we had Lumo Agbenyanu. He disappeared with Kwesi Appiah. I'm not sure what happened.
Jeffrey Schlupp also solves that issue.
Jeffrey Schlupp solves that issue, actually. Yep, he plays at left back and plays at central defensive midfield. Yeah, I think Bernard Tekpete should be brought into the picture.
Another player who should be looked at.
He's been scoring for fun, assisting for
regularly.
Fun. He's athletic. He's a ball of energy.
And then the boy in Italy, the other captain, the boy, Jesse.
Yeah.
Why is that boy not, since Kwesi Appiah left, he's not been given a
He's
call
not been
again.
given a shot again.
Especially when we are struggling for
even
goals.
Caleb Ekuban. I think he's a decent forward player to look at. We have a couple of players out there, so there's a lot to chew on. Let's take a first break. When we come back, we have more AFCON highlights. We'll get into some bits of Europe